As night falls in Singapore, the track starts to warm up, and it'll be red hot by the time we find out who's on pole for tomorrow's race. Time to set the grid then. Welcome along to qualifying here in Singapore.
All set, we're ready to go, so let's get the car out onto the track.
Marina Bay hosted a Grand Prix that briefly ran in the 60s and 70s, but the Garden City re-entered the calendar for good in 2008. We missed it for a couple of years, but it was great to come back to the Singapore Grand Prix. Things have changed slightly around the Marina Bay circuit. 4 corners have been taken out, the lap length reduced to just over 3 miles. That might be a welcome relief to the drivers, might be even more of a relief for their brakes. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Fernando Alonso, Norris, Stroll, Gasly, Ocon, Albon, Perez, Sainz, Russell, Oscar Piastri, Hamilton, Magnussen, Bottas, Zhou, Tsunoda, Sargent, Edwards, and Nico Hülkenberg rounds off the grid. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. So I'm sure there'll be plenty to talk about this afternoon, and who's going to talk about it with us? None other than Naomi Schiff. Hi Naomi. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, every driver certainly has their own way of preparing themselves before a race. But I can tell you that pre-race rituals are a real thing. When I was in go-karting, I used to touch every wheel in a specific sequence before I got into the kart. And then I stepped up to cars and had a specific set of fireproof base layers just for race day. So watch the drivers when they're on the grid. Some may be sitting on the floor and isolating, others may be up to other things that they do. But these little things really help their minds get ready for the race.
We're at the back, but give it 100% and we can still come away with a decent result. I believe in you, come on. Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race. Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Yellow flag. Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
Clerk. Oh my god. A turn in the championship maybe. He's defending from Verstappen, he's just locked up and gone straight on. And now he can't find a way out of the runoff. and he's dead last. So championship leader may not be scoring points for the first time this season. I still don't think he's out of that runoff, so this is costing him massively. He's going to be so far back, and yeah, there's a lot of slower cars ahead of him, but it's Singapore, it's very difficult to overtake. You have to be really opportunistic, and
use your overtake button more. It's time to
a safety
utilise
car
some of
is
this
really
energy.
going to help him out, but other than that I can't see him getting any decent points from today. So championship leader for the first time this season has had a very bad race, and Roman's second lap in. Meanwhile, Fernando Alonso is leading. In the past couple of races, Aston Martin have really screwed
The
themselves
gap to the car
over.
in front is less than 1 second now. Well done. Let's try and get past in the DRS zone.
As I was saying, Aston Martin have really screwed themselves over of a good result in the last couple of races, with both the drivers in Monza and Stroll getting disqualified there for a stupid incident, and then last race in Baku, Alonso getting up to 4, and another car's done it. Is that Alonso? Have we jinxed him completely? Let's have a look. And it's not, it's Lance Stroll, who's still in a very good position, gone for the move on Albon, and then he's just completely locked up, just like Leclerc did the lap before, but he's not gone as far on. But yeah, it's still a screw over for Aston Martin, really, in terms of the amount of points they're getting, because that's another double points finish. Absolutely screwed over because of Lance Stroll. As I was saying, Alonso in the last race getting up to P4 and then crashing into the barriers caused a late safety car, which then eventually it led us on to go and win. But yeah, Aston Martin really haven't been with it since they got their race win in Australia, I'm pretty sure it was, or Suzuka. It was either one of the two. So long ago now since we did those races. I don't know who finished where, but I know that we had quite a few different race winners for the first few races. So yeah, also notable, I think that Albon is in P4 in the Williams. So Williams haven't had points this whole season until last round, where Albon got 1 point, and now they seem to be strong as ever in the hands of Albon. Up in P4, say differently for Sargent, he's down in P18, which is usual. Sorry, I've offended your pile. But yeah, he's genuinely up into P4. Albon is in Williams, so it's good to see such a bad team from this whole season doing so well in a lofty position like P4. It's very good to see. I like it when career mode does that. It makes things different at the end of the day. We're going to go for a cheeky send around the outside of Tsunoda though. About time, we're past him. We've just got to try and grab every opportunity that we can to try and get past people here and get up into the points. The points finish is what I'm looking for today. We're not really bothered about getting the podium because obviously we did start on the back row of the grid. So yeah, points for me. Any points position, even if it's P10. I'll be happy with it. Leclerc and Stroll have both got it all to do now to catch up and to overtake these guys. I'm finding it difficult as a normal, like as a person, so the AI surely are finding it more difficult as up ahead Sainz and Perez, or Verstappen, I think it's Perez, battling. So that's letting Albon get away from those, which is even better for the Williams team, and usually they don't do good at high downforce tracks. So yeah, very weird to see, but I like it. But I don't know what happened in qualifying for the grid to be so muddled up, because you know we had an Alpine in the top 10.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
You know, we had Albon in the top 10 as well. The two Salvas had quite good quality positions, I think. No, I don't think they did. It was the Haas of Magnussen. Both Mercedes seem to have got knocked out in Q2 as well. So a lot must have gone wrong for those.
We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
Straight away, that Ferrari of Sainz getting on the back of Albon as soon as he's got past Perez, just shows like the actual performance of the Williams this season.
Okay, mate, engine's running very, very hot. Engine's running hot. Let's try and keep it...
Oh my god, that really put me off. I was changing my ERS mode and then that came off and it made me change my downforce.
Okay, mate, engine's running too hot. Engine is running too hot. Let's keep it a bit cooler for now, please.
Obviously it doesn't help being stuck behind a car with our engine temp. So we'll try and do the best that we can, lifting and coasting through every corner possible, and try and get past whenever we can as well. So send one down the inside of Piastri, very close there to the wall. Was the Australian, so lucky to make that one stick without shoving it in the wall. We've got 2 laps left until this objective is completed, so it's going to be a very difficult 2 laps. Very slow 2 laps. But we just have to put up with it to complete our objective, then get on with our race. Albon, he's doing such a good job. He's managed to stay ahead of the Ferrari on the last attempt at a move, so let's see if he does the same again. No, he hasn't. I've absolutely jinxed him there. So Albon is no longer P4, he's P5, but it's still a good position for Williams, especially in season 1 over career mode. You know, that's what we like to see. Of course, there's a reg change as well for next season, we've been told. So we've got to start saving our resource points. But hopefully there will be a lot of change around in terms of the grid for next season.
Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake, use overtake.
And where the teams stand as well. In comparison to this season. So that time around we weren't over the temperature at all.
The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap. Well done.
So we're managing to pull away from Piastri, even though we're lifting and coasting somehow. So that's very good as well. We haven't got to worry about the pressure of behind. He's out of a second now as well, and Magnussen's challenging him round the outside. Magnussen has got Oscar Piastri. Has he got a problem or something? Remember, he did have a lock up into turn 1. on the first lap, which is why he's down in P14 anyway. But even Tsunoda has got past Piastri as well, so maybe facing some small little gremlins is Piastri since the start of this race. Also notable again, Perez has now got past Alex Albon, so the next one is Russell. But Albon did a great job at keeping that P4, you know, for as long as what he did, because they're very quick cars around him, and he kept that P4 for so many laps, and it took Sainz getting past Perez for him to actually lose it. So he managed to keep it against the fastest car on the grid.
Okay, nice work. Really good job with that target, mate.
And we've passed our objective now, as you might have heard, which is even better. We now don't have to worry about lifting coasting too much, but we also still don't want our engine temp to be skyrocketing past 150 degrees. So yeah, we'll try and keep engine temps at a low. Russell now gets past Alex Albon and demotes him down into P8 and promotes himself up into P7.
Okay, we're monitoring some wear on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
So it's not a massive worry, to be fair, that what he's just said. At the end of the day, this is a high downforce track. Yeah, there's a few DRS zones, but I'm not really worried about the wear on the ICE.
The gap on the car behind by 0.5 a lap.
So we're one place away from the points position. As I said, I'm not bothered as long as we get points this race. That's what I'm aiming for from this. And here goes Esteban Ocon now, trying against Alex Albon, but Albon defends that one nicely. Ocon can't get through, and he has to wait until next time around probably to go for a move. So all the different cars now are starting to separate into little trains. You know, we've got the well, I don't even know if Alonso's a train. Hold on. Gasly's in third. Hold on. I didn't even know that. So all along Albon was P5 anyway, so that is very odd. It must have been the Alpines that I was meant to be talking about that had a great quali, because they started 6th and 7th. But yeah, you've got the train of Verstappen and Gasly and Norris, then you've got Sainz, Perez and Russell kind of on their own, and you've got a little train of Albon, Ocon, Hamilton and myself, then a train of 4 cars behind, Bottas, Magnussen, Tsunoda and Piastri, and then the rest of them is Hulkenberg, Zhou, Sargent, and I don't know if Stroll and Leclerc have both caught up yet to the back of that train, but I'm sure that it won't take them long to get through, and they have, so yeah, we're all starting to separate into our different little trains, which it's not ideal because it means that the cars up ahead of us are getting further and further away. So we'll put in more work to get up to them. But I can't believe that Gasly in P3. You know, Alpine have been absolutely nowhere all season. They've only scored 2 points. Gasly hasn't scored any points this season, and he's now on for a P3 finish. Hamilton goes defensive there. Not sure why. I wasn't really looking for a move into that corner. But it's helped us, and Albon squeezes Ocon up ahead, and there's contact made between the two of them. This is slowing down Hamilton. Maybe we could go for a move on him. We send it down the inside. Ocon can't get the move done on Albon, but we have got the move done on Hamilton, and we're up into the points positions.
Good work, great pass.
So it's now our time to start working through this train, so we don't get left behind.
Night.
Night.
Right.
Yeah, well. But yeah, as I was saying, we need to try and get through the rest of this train, which is only 2 cars, so we can catch back up to the rest of them if we want to maximise our potential in this race.
You're in the top 10 now, keep it up.
And hopefully if these two battle quite a little bit, then we could stick our nose somewhere to try and get through. Of course, we declined our secret meeting with Alpine after taking it quite far to there, so we don't want them to outperform us in the race. Here goes Ocon again, and Albon squeezes
be careful.
into the
I
wall.
think you're going to start losing some tyre grip any time
Ocon,
now.
this time, gets through on Albon, and he's up into P8. So hopefully this will be a little bit of an easier move on Albon than it was on Ocon. Williams is struggling with tyre grip. Sliding around all over the place through the tunnel.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
Didn't realise how low we were on the RS. I don't know why it's gone so low. But Albon's still got that DRS on Ocon.
Okay, mate, Albon's ahead of you. They're holding us up now, so let's please try and get past as soon as possible and get on with our race. Push, push.
I'm trying to do mine. Got 4 laps left to overtake Albon. So we've got to do it soon. What we need is for him to be out of the DRS of Ocon, just so we can at least have a little chance of getting past him. Of course, our high downforce setup is helping us down the straights, even with DRS. He's just about staying in where he needs to, and that's what's keeping us behind. Lewis behind. That have joined us, we started at P19 after having some place, a few engine compartments for this weekend. We've had an absolutely mad qualifying there.
We're going to box this lap and push hard on the in-lap.
Two Alpines both qualified in the top 10. Have been nowhere all season, and Gasly's currently running in P3, and he hasn't scored points all season long, and now he could be on for a podium finish. We're about
the car ahead's beginning to pull away, you know what to do.
We're about halfway through this race, struggling to get past Albon, who's staying within the DRS top-off. We had Leclerc, who was running in P2 and is the championship leader, of course. He locked up at the end of, well, here. No, love you. He locked up into here and went straight on, so he was ages behind the rest of us. I think he's still at the back now. Let me just double check. Yeah, Stroll did the same as well, which is usual for him. So, yeah, get back into the race, hopefully.
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed.
So it seems like we're
Okay, don't worry about that target for now. Let's just focus on this pit stop.
We've jumped Albon completely, so is Hamilton. So we're up an extra position.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
We don't have Hamilton or Albon breathing right down there. We're still as close to Ocon as what we were before the stop. So, really good stop for us.
Caution, caution.
And there's another yellow flag down there.
Okay, be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Joe, he's locked up and gone straight on. Just like Stroll, just like Leclerc did. And that's scuffed up his race now. So yeah, I don't know what's going on today. The cars seem to be going wild.
flag. Okay, Yuki is coming in for his stop now.
Engineer quiet.
Understood, copy that.
There it is, officially on the green line now, comfortably in the points. You could get even more comfortable. But as I said at the start of this race, probably happy with the points finish, just looking to the back road a bit, so I'm not bothered. If he does the P8, looks like he's got the overspeed too, but not the space in that, so then we'll go for it and we'll try and maximise our potential. Albon Magnussen has now got past Albon, so Albon plays really good in the market. Probably looking to stop. And yeah, just dropping back really. Shows that really, well, where they really are. Gasly has been jumped by Norris, yeah, and Perez has just came into the pits as well, so somehow Max is leading, even though it was Alonso before and he started on the hard tyres, so he's already pit, but Gasly down to P5 now. Be up into P4 though before we know it. Let's see our objectives. We've only completed one, so
Okay, mate, we've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go.
get them in front of the yellow flag. That is for Carlos Sainz. So it's super disaster this race, and on the racing on the lane. Ocon's stuck behind him now. Both drivers are not out of the points. Just enough to have last race, but Red Bull are P1 and P4, and they're the nearest challengers. So this could be the downward spiral for
Oh, mate, you made that look easy. Nice work. That's why I love working with you. Smashed it.
that was close. Done it again. Fucking hell.
Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1:29.4. Okay, mate, we need to save up some ERS, so let's focus on charging it up, please. Great stuff. It looked like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the race.
just made a mistake. Oh, yeah, he has. He's spun at the dreaded corner. So now Magnussen, who also hasn't scored points this season, along with Gasly, is the third on all four drivers stuff as well. There's only going to be Sargent that's not scoring points this season so far.
Right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
What a great race it's been then. Another classic Singapore Grand Prix. And they've held on to take the checkered flag here today.
And it's one thing to win, but to win like that in total dominant style, that was a fantastic drive, and it is not one that we see very often.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
So then, very bad for drive at 16 cars for the end. Down in P20, no points for Ferrari, strong, way, in 13, so yeah, very bad weekend for Ferrari. Bad weekend. Aston Martin's performance re-overtakes us in the championship. Aston also extend their advantage as well. Red Bull have closed that gap, Mercedes have closed the gap to Ferrari, so could we have the last few races with a championship fight? Gasly scores his first points of the season, so does Magnussen. Yeah, that's basically everything from my on to the next one.
It seems as if you have a new rival. This is the perfect opportunity to show the world why you belong in this sport, and to show me why you belong amongst my very exclusive clientele. That's a joke. I love working with you.
it's coming through.
Okay, mate, I'm pleased to say that our new parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
Everyone's close. We've got the top 5 teams and then the bottom 5 teams, all very close within each other. And Singapore was actually our worst actual finish of a race since Spain, where we scored no points. But if you'd have told me at the start of the season that 7th would be a bad finish, then I'd have happily took it. So yeah, we've done very well this season, I'd say. So it's a sprint weekend, so I think what we're going to do is the sprint qualifying and the sprint race, and then we'll finish it off there and save the main qualifying and the main race for tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do that. hopefully we'll just...
It's a Saturday showdown. Anyone fancy some hot laps around Interlagos? It's qualifying day here for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix.
Full wet, it seems. I think we're in for a fun session. Depending on whether we get knocked out or not, will be depending on whether we do the sprint. So if we get knocked out early, we'll do the sprint. If not, if we get through to Q3, well, SQ3, then we will leave the sprint for tomorrow. Let's do our setup. Definitely still full wet. Although, saying they're about the same. See what other people go out on.
Take it easy to start with, the track's very wet. Drop to P20.
So that is a surprise. Surprise knockout, massive surprise knockout. Lando Norris has been eliminated in SQ1. Also very close to being eliminated as Leclerc. Top 10 very weird as well. Got Gasly in there, got Tsunoda in there, Magnussen, Gonzalez as well. Let's see if there's any more surprise knockouts in SQ2.
Intermediate. Bet in the current conditions.
Alright, we'll see.
Okay, that's all the checks complete. We're ready to go. See what our objectives are. Right, that's us pushed down into P15. "30 seconds left in the session."
Surprise knockout, I think. Maybe even triple. We get P1. Q2. So realistically that's 3 surprise knockouts. Piastri, Russell and Alonso. Both Piastri and Russell being out-qualified by Tsunoda and Hulkenberg. Magnussen's into the top 10 shootout and Haas. So that's both McLarens as well, out of the qualifying for Q3. Right, on to SQ3 then. They're going out on softs.
Right, the car's ready. Let's get it out there.
I think we're the last ones out as well. Yes. Perfect. Yep, that's track. Wow, it's still very slow.
And that's just 30 seconds left in the session.
For the sprint, P2, so front row. So another very odd qualifying. Stroll's up there with P4. Leclerc this championship. Right, anyway, I am going to end the stream there. Thank you to the people who joined. Make sure to check back again tomorrow. We'll do the sprint, main qualifying and the race. So yeah, just make sure to be back here. Turn on notifications if you haven't already. I upload regularly. So yeah, would be muchly appreciated. Have a great night, everyone, and